Principles was like, get off me, dude. Like, get off me, dude. Like, get off me, dude. Like, get off me, dude.
How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, those gaps and holes. And his work throws for 2 touchdowns. Right up to that. Each of them on the right. He's recognized. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take the ball to dinner. At the end one, the Falcons with an early lead. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this minute.
You know, I'm not play like that.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. Snickers satisfies.
Falcons quarter to 2. As we'll see one following the score of final play before break. Here's Bosher to kick it away.
I did not. This is such good. That's all. I ran it to you.
There's Savage on the stand. That complete to Lamar Miller. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 60 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road. Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive. And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And back onto the field now comes Devontae Freeman. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times. And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how's he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a long time? How do we take things down? Because it's
Yeah. They can't comfortable. They can't.
Devontae Freeman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will extend their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here. Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues. 3 already for it. The play clock's running down.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. From the gun, it's Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up. They did. They did a good job.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On second down, here's Miller. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
While there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. And when you get really close to points in time, though, with the identity map to go out the window, you got to go a little bit.
He lost the ball. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Backs in the backfield, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or a short quarterback. They got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case,
and he'll take it into the end zone to touchdown. Devontae Freeman on his way to a historic performance and touchdown. And that touchdown is the fourth put shy of the NFL record in a single game.
and we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Uses the spin, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
I feel like we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. And here comes the Texans now. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped the pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Back to throw, Savage. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Double tight, guys, double tight. All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Now a handoff to Miller. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down into 23. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 7.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there,
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
it really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. And it's actually been out of the backfield, handing the ball off where they've had a lot of success. So if you're the quarterback, do you just maybe say, you know, maybe this isn't my day, our running game's going so well, you just continue to lean on that?
I agree.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 92 yards, and the Falcons will extend their lead. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening, but still ended into a close game.
To throw on second down is Savage. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dontari Poe in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. 3rd and long. It's Savage. He's got Fuller. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. Inside the red zone, Savage throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Savage from the shotgun snap, throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's what they've had success on the scoreboard. Again throwing. It's Savage. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Strong from 3 yards out. And the Texans get a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps. But they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. It's a time left. No back out. They kick this one away.
Jackson. No! No! No!
Fielded about a yard deep.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Nice return sets him up pretty good here. His best day running the football, and they have the lead. He personally wants to improve his play.
And that's without a doubt.
Get out of here.
He wants to be able to keep really good hands at his team winning. Done. But the bottom line is this team keep going to that hot hand.
Looking good here in the second quarter. Now Ryan on first down. Looking downfield. Almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect. You're roaming safety to come up.
Right.
But second down.
You think I should smack the head nuts? Nuts or nuts? Oh, thank you. Going more.
And just before the half ends, the
surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level's way up here. Maybe it shouldn't be because
You see the moon. Bye, me. Gonna get the ball like, oh no, that's
They was not coming in the car, they were running out there because they were putting lights away from
Wait, I know they ain't do no 20. What?
ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime.
More time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Tonight.
The final shot before break for Savage.
Thank you.
Is incomplete. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
I'm doing
it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Tenth carry now for Lamar Miller. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static team and you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
Caught left side, Hopkins. A good count there, 22.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. 20, 10, 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they even attempted from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Green, 39! Green!
They go nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Here's a give to Miller. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Savage. Wide open receiver complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now it's Savage off the bootleg. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So second and 10 here. To throw again. Savage. Dumps it complete to Miller. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They go play action with Miller. Now it's Savage. Going deep for Hopkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before? Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. The 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, 94 yards. And the Falcons continue to pour it on.